You can't go 5 seconds scrolling through Roblox without seeing one kind of game: Brainrot games. Games like steal a Brainrot pulling millions of concurrent players. As a failing Roblox developer, I decided I wanted to make my own Brainrot game. Now first I needed an idea. Another popular Roblox game right now is Slap Towers. If you don't know what they are, it's a big tower obby and use a slapper to hit people down. After a whopping 10 seconds of grueling research, I concurred there are no popular Brainrot slap tower games. So that's what I'm going to do. I created a new base plate, and the first thought that came to mind was, how in the heck am I going to make an obby tower?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
The second thought that came to my mind was Roblox Toolbox. And thank goodness I thought of that, because I found a completely finished tower. Now you may be thinking, wow, you've got so much already. The game's going to be a breeze to make. I can't say. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Now the obby did come with slapper models, but they didn't work. Instead of focusing on that, I did what I normally do in real life: push my problems to the side and make bigger problems. That bigger problem is the slapping animation. I do not know how to animate, and I do not have the patience to watch tutorials.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So I'm going to be using the very limited knowledge I have for animations and begin. Okay, I definitely should have watched the tutorial. Spent 30 minutes animating a swing animation, and it looks decent at best. It works though, so deal with it. Now it's time to work on that slapper. I spent too much time trying to make my own model, but then I reverted back to my good old friend, the toolbox. Get used to him, you'll see him a lot. So all I did was use the slapper model given from the tower and replace the model from the toolbox slapper. Next thing I did was name each slapper model for Italian Brainrot characters based on their color. But remember, as Shakespeare once said, "Art thou know that nothing is thy free." Now I need to add coins to the game. I also added wins. The next thing I did was add a respawn to where you die developer product. Because remember what Albert Einstein said, children aren't good at beating obbies, but they are good at taking their parents' credit cards. The first thing I did was make the UI. The next thing I did, the hard part about this, was coding. So as any logical developer would do, I used my other good old friend, Google, specifically the AI overview. It gave me a perfect script to use, and after configuring it with the developer product, it was good. All right, it wasn't good. But I've got another good old friend, ChatGPT. He came in to save the day and was actually working this time. Before I move on to the next day, I want to thank my sponsor, the subscribe button. All you have to do is press him, and maybe it'll give me motivation to make another video. Maybe eventually get me an actual sponsor. If Nike's watching this video, email me for business inquiries. I added 2 things there. First was the main way to make coins. For each stage you pass, you get progressively more coins. Also, you get 5 coins for slapping someone. The second thing I added was a UI that tracked the amount of coins you earned. If you earned 50, it says plus 50 coins. Seems like a simple day, but trust me, it took a while. Again, I'm not the best developer. All good obbies have a progress tracker, so I decided I wanted one in this game as well. Luckily for me, my game Color Mountain has one, so all I have to do is Control-C, Control-V, make some minor changes, and it works. Now we have one developer product, but if I don't want a lot of money, I need more. I added a plus 25 and plus 50 wins, plus 500 and plus 1,000 coins, a kill-all button. I also added 1 game pass, a rainbow magic carpet. Remember, as the great George Washington said, why grind if you've got money? The final thing I added was a daily spin. First, I tried a model on the Roblox dev forum, but it didn't work. Then I struck gold. I found a YouTube video by How to Roblox with a free spin model because you know me by now, I am lazy. A few tweaks later, it worked perfectly. I added an extra spin dev product and also changed the button to open the spinner. I also added music. On second thought, let's not add music. And that was it. The laziest developer on the platform created a game that is not completely infested with bugs. Not that I know of. Miracle, some might say. I'm going to advertise the game when this video comes out, so check the game out. Thanks for watching this video. Check out the other low-effort game I made right here, and make sure to subscribe.